So hey guys, what's up? So welcome to World News 20 new channel. So let's talk about Trump visit and talks of trade deal, a short-term package likely. US President Donald Trump's visit on February 24 might set the stage for the initiation of a long-term trade pact with India going forward, starting possibly with the announcement of a limited trade package. However, fundamental differences and India's increasingly protectionist stance may make an agreement difficult to finalize between the two countries anytime soon, say experts. We want to do something, we will see. If we can make the right deal, we will do it, Trump told reporters in Washington after the visit was announced. Experts, however, point to the prospect of a full-scale trade deal beginning during the upcoming visit as an uphill task. There are quite a few fundamental differences in trade between India and the US, including on standards and intellectual property. Agriculture is also a major difference. They give more subsidies in aggregate than we do, but the manner in which they do is different, said Rajat Katara, Director and Chief Executive of IER. The concept of color quality boxes to identify subsidies are not as useful to India as they are to developed countries like the US, and India will not be able to make any commitments on the issue of data protection until its own regulations are in place, he said. They are divisive issues, and therefore to arrive at a trade pact, which is in some sense a meaningful scope, is difficult to achieve. I think we will take baby steps, said Katuria, adding there might be some low-hanging fruit, demands that both sides could relent on as symbolic moves to signal their willingness for deeper economic commitment. This includes reinstating duty-free benefits for certain Indian exports under the U.S. Generalized System of Preferences, a trade preference program for developing countries of which India was the largest beneficiary. India, on the other hand, could do away with custom duties on motorcycles, as high strips on Harley-Davidson motorbikes have been specifically mentioned by the Trump in the past, according to Katuria. At the same time, the Office of the United States Trade Representative Monday classified India as a developed country, making it ineligible for its GSP program. Despite reports of a limited trade package being in the final stages, there is little to no clarity what it may contain. Some industry and trade resources told there was confusion over whether the two sides had reached a resolution of the issues like the demand for greater access for American agriculture and dairy products, while others said India was unlikely to concede. In the recent past, India has shown its resolve in an international trade deal to protect the interest of its farmers and their industry. In the case of the Indo-US trade deal also, we expect the same resolve will get reflected. Going by the way India walked out of the RCEP deal at the last minute and its decision to increase tariffs on a slew of its items to protect its domestic industry, it is likely that the US will also be approaching potential deal with extreme caution. A source, while India has been working on a proposal to cap trade margins of medicines and medical devices, so trade experts said it was unlikely the government would give us to US demands to do away with its previously announced ceiling price caps on life-saving stents and essential need implants. The caps were announced and promoted in public interest so that the government cannot be seen as going back on them. The experts said the newly announced health nets on imported medical devices could also be inactive for the US, as it's among the top 3 exporters of this category of products to India. The expert added, as far as a free trade agreement between the two countries is concerned, the statement have been made by the both sides that it was not happening at the moment. I will very much doubt that will occur this year. US Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross told Fox Business Network in January last week. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal told the Rajya Sabha India was presently not negotiating a comprehensive FTA with the US. So if you like this channel, so kindly subscribe to it.